So this is unusual for me. I've not done many live lessons on Facebook. I tend to do them on YouTube, but I thought it's about time we introduce what I do to Facebook as well. Right, so the plan for this session today is an online singing lesson. I'm going to run you guys through a series of vocal exercises to help develop your voices, and there'll be opportunities for you guys to ask questions as we go through. This is actually on 3 pages at the same time. It's been streamed on Talent Performing Arts page, it's been streamed on the New Founding Studios page, and also on the Honest Vocal Coach Facebook page. So it should be on 3 separate pages, so people are going to be joining on as we sort of get going. For those of you that haven't worked with me, my background is performing arts in terms of being a dancer first. I then progressed to musical theatre college and got singing training as well as dance and acting. I then progressed on to do from BTEC level to higher BTEC to then degree level to become a teacher. I've been in musicals. I have been a gigging musician for years. I did the pubs and clubs for like 10 years as well. But now I focus on online teaching and also running my music studio, which is on lockdown right now. So let me just explain how this session is going to work. We're going to run through a series of vocal exercises, including breathing, that kind of thing. And then every so often, I'll give you guys the opportunity to ask questions regarding the vocal exercises, your own personal singing, if there's anything that feel you want to improve on. And then if this goes well, we'll do more of these online singing lessons. So I can't tell how many people are watching right now. It's not telling me that. But it is telling me that we've got Darcy there and Kate. So hello guys, feel free to put little comments in the chat so I know that you're there. So I'm going to move back a little bit and we're going to start off this. I'm hoping everyone's coming on from Talent right now, my performing arts group with Ellie that we normally teach on Saturdays. People are binging, nothing is happening for me. Am I doing something wrong? Yes, you need to be on the Talent page and look for the live. So yeah, if you want to do that, if anybody can tell her in the chat, that would be great. So I'll just write in, I'm live on the Talent page. There we go. So hopefully she'll find us in a second. So to begin with, we're going to do a little upper body workout to get us going. This is just going to release some of the muscles here that enables us to sing better. So to begin with, we're going to do this. Wait for the music to kick in. Got some music for us. Turn the volume up. Okay, so I'm going to start by lifting our shoulders. Just going to loosen off your body a little bit for better singing. Keep going. And then you're going to circle backwards. Circle back. Back. This is where you pull a weird face at the same time. Change direction forwards. Okay, now we're just going to stretch out the neck and the head. So you're going to let your head drop to one side. Roll it forward. Other side. Back to the front. Other side. And back to the middle. We're now going to stretch out the chest. Arm across, drop the shoulder. We're going to stretch this muscle here. Don't do it there. Hold your hand there. Gives you a better stretch. Other side. Drop the shoulder. Then we're going to go over the top. So one arm up, drop it down, give it a little pull. Other side, same thing, arm up, drop it back, give it a little pull. And to finish off, we're just going to open up this area of our rib cage. So you are going to, arms up, you can't just see my hands right now because of the video camera angle, but you're going to push up almost like you're climbing a ladder. Just a little stretch. You can do this sat down or stood up. Obviously stood up is going to be better. And it's just going to pull the side muscles here and just release all of this area, better for singing. Right, so now we've warmed up a little bit, we're going to start off with the breathing exercise. Now, breathing is essential for singers because if we can't control our breath, we're not going to be able to control our singing. When we are born with a technique that is called belly breathing, where the air goes straight to the lower portion of the lungs, upwards, and the shoulders should stay nice and relaxed. So this should be happening. But as we age, we get a bit lazy and we don't always breathe properly. We sometimes shift to up here. This is no good for anybody. Creates tension in the shoulders, tension in the neckline, tension in the larynx. None of that is required. It should all be down here. So I'm going to move back a little bit for this one for you guys. What we're going to do, to find out where our diaphragm is, we're going to imagine we are monkeys. I know this is very embarrassing for all of you that are doing this at home. You're going to do he, just a he. And you'll feel the diaphragm jump a little bit if you're using your lung capacity correctly. So we'll try it again. He. You'll feel a muscle here, which is your diaphragm, normally about where your belly button is. Depends on the length of your body as to where that is, but that should be where it is. It's supporting the lungs underneath there, and it's a great way of making sure that we're using it properly. So what we're going to do now is get our lung capacity expanded, because we are made to breathe in and it comes straight back out again. Breathe in, blah. That's how we're made. But for singing, that's no good. We need to be able to control it. We need to let that breath out in a tube, like through a straw. So it's very consistent and the diaphragm comes up gradually rather than just blah, which is what it's made to do. So I'm going to put a little beat on, which is going to keep us in time for this. We're going to do 8 in, 8 hold, and 8 out. So let me show you how it works, and feel free to join in once you get it.
Practical exercise 3, the counting exercise.
And all these exercises are available via my website if you need them. And they're on Spotify and Now Music and iTunes and all that. Okay. So we're going to breathe in 2. And hold. And release it out. 5, 6. And again. In 2. And hold it. Exhale. Out. We're going to keep going. In again. In 2. And hold. And let it out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep going. In 2. And hold. Exhale. Out. Nearly there. In again. And hold. Exhale. Out. 5, 6, 7, 8. And just breathe normally there. Okay, things to make sure of when you're doing this. No lift in the shoulders. None of that should be happening. It should all be down here. That's all where the work should be. You'll notice that if I just pull my top here so you can see when I expand that rib cage, there shouldn't be all that going on. Should just be down here. It should be fairly comfortable, but what you will find is when you exhale, you've probably got a lot more air than 8 counts. You probably want to just, you've probably got loads more there. So trying to let it all out in 8 counts is quite difficult. Right. So try this exercise regularly, because we do get lazy as human beings and we don't breathe properly anymore. We shallow and everything comes up here, and we need to make sure it's working properly to support us. And this just helps everybody, not just singers. This is valuable for all people because circulation is so important as we age. Our body has to work harder to get the air around. If we're only using the upper portion of the lungs, we want to be using the entirety of the lungs. Right, I'm just going to give you another idea of this exercise, how you can extend it. And instead of just exhaling for 8, you can exhale for as long as you want. Well, as long as your body will allow you to. So we're going to give that a try. We're going to do in for 8, hold for 8, out for 8 twice. And then on the third one, you're going to exhale for as long as you possibly can do with a and we're going to see how long you can go for. Now, average for a professional singer is 30. I'm hoping you can do that. If you can't, it's something that you need to be working on. Right, so let's get that beat going again.
Counting exercise.
Okay. 5, 6, 7, breathe in, 2. And hold it. Exhale, out. 6, 7, 8. In again, in, 2. And hold it. And let it out, out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last time, in, 2, 3, 4. And hold it. And we're going to do it with this. Now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Okay, did anybody get up to 50? If you did, put it in the comments below. I'll be really interested to see if you got that far. If you didn't, something you definitely need to work on. Right, we're going to move on now to more elements of actual singing, because the breathing obviously is very important, but we're not really making much sound just yet. So now we're going to look at sirens. These are one of my all-time favourite vocal exercises. I do these at the beginning of every session. Darcy says, I'm out. I'm out. Awesome. So, this is one of my all-time vocal exercises. I do this with every single student that I have. I do it on Skype lessons as well as in person in the studio. Maya did 39. That's awesome. Whoop, whoop. Try and extend it. So the more you can do, the more control you're going to have over your voice. Imagine when it's a nice, sweet tone. Ah, and not because the diaphragm's all over the place. That consistency is going to help you overall with your singing. So awesome, 49 and 39. Whoop, whoop. Let me know what else you got up to. Put it in the chat below. That'll be great. Right, so yeah, as I was saying, we're going to work on an exercise that is one of my all-time favorite exercises. Everybody adores this exercise because it does loads in one go. So first thing it does, it helps engage the vocal folds. It helps us go from chest to head voice and bridge smoothly over the mix. This is my imaginary mix here, these little fingers. From chest to head, back again. It also helps with resonation. So you get nice buzz as it goes through the scale. And finally, if you're not breathing smoothly, you'll find you're going to struggle a little bit with this exercise. Oh, and it does warm up the lips and the soft palate as well. So let me show you how this works. The siren that we make is an sound, ng, like going, an Are you with me on this? Yes, I'm hoping. Give me thumbs up or something. Now, it will make you sound really nasal because the air has nowhere to go. The tongue comes up, touches the soft palate, gets stuck. That's it. But this is a good thing. It means that the vocal folds are supported. There's no push. It's keeping them in a natural sort of neutral position. What the also does is it keeps that connection from chest to head voice, because naturally we want to flip from one to the other. I'll show you what I mean. You'll notice there that I go chest, flip to head. I'll do it again. Which is fine. This is all lovely, but we all want a belt, don't we? We all want to be able to get that power at the top. I'll show you what I mean. I'm pressing middle C, everybody, for those that are not really into the note side of things. It's middle of the keyboard, nice standard note. We want to be able to do that, so it's nice and smooth. We're using good connection throughout the scale and not by the time we get to the top, because the vocal folds have opened, keeps them connected. So the really helps with that. It goes like this. I'll just show you an example, or rather play you an example. And I'm hoping this video will be available afterwards. So if you want to do it again, you can, do all these exercises later. So here's the example. So we're going to do 4 and then 4 Let's count us in. 5, 6, 7, 8. Stay relaxed. Up a step. And now ooze. Keep it relaxed. Let the breath do the work. Last one. Always do this at the end. It makes your nose tingle a little bit if you're doing it right, because it'll buzz a little bit in the face. It's really important you keep the jaw relaxed. There should be space here, not tight, nice and relaxed, so the sound can happen within the mouth. So that's your Sirens. Again, as said before, these are on my website or on Spotify, iTunes, stuff like that. If you put in my full name, which is Georgina Hill Brown, you'll be able to download them so you can do them at home. Right, moving on. We're now going to look at the vowels. Now, the vowels are just standard for all singers. It's like the base of the house. It's your foundations. You have to have these to be able to put songs together. So your vowels, as you know, are A, E, I, O, A, E, I, O, and U. But we don't sing it like that. We sing it as R, E, O, and U. Ever so slightly different, because this means that we've got resonation in the face. With A, E, I, O, U, it's harsh, it's at the back of the mouth. Tongue is tight. We need the tongue to be flat, and we need the sound to resonate. I, O. So we're going to do this a few times on one note, and then we're going to do it as a scale. So, start with middle C. I'll turn that up a bit. Can everybody hear it? Yeah. I, O. I, O. I, O. I, O. I, O. I, O. Head voice. You'll notice notice the difference there between my chest to my head voice as the larynx changes position and we have a slightly different sound. Right, now we're going to try it as a scale. The scale we're going to do is this. It's very difficult with my left hand. I'm so used to playing with my right hand. This one. Ah. And then we're changing to the next vowel and the next vowel and the next vowel. We do the whole set of vowels, which is 5, twice. So let's give it a go. It kicks straight in this one. There is no example. Okay, here goes. Ah, ah, e, ooh, ooh, back to ah, and we're going to go back round again. Ah, back to Awesome, guys. Right, so we're going to pause for a quick drink. So if you have got some water with you, grab your water. Don't forget to make sure it's just water. Avoid fresh juices, avoid fizzy pop, avoid too much tea and coffee. All these things either have too much sugar in them or has a drying effect. You're always better with a boring old bottle of water, but feel free to, use some dilute in it. That will help. Now, us singers were supposed to have 8 bottles a day. That's a heck of a lot of water. It's a lot of going to the toilet, that one. So have a pause, grab some water. Thank you, Chantel. Good job, Georgina, she says. Okay, once we've had a bit of a drink, we're going to move on. Because I've got quite a lot for you guys to do today, which is pretty cool. Keeps your voices going. Just give me a round of applause. You're glitching on my screen. No! Don't want that. So next we're going to be continuing work on the voice, obviously, which is why you're here. It's a live singing lesson. We're going to be looking at arpeggios. Now, do you know what arpeggios are? Arpeggios are basically threes. You're skipping notes. Instead of going one after the next, you're jumping. So that's one note after the next. An arpeggio, we skip notes. So I'm going to play the one that we're going to use so you can get an idea of it, if it will play for me. Technology and all that. There we go. And then it works its way up. I've pre-recorded this so I can face you guys and you can see what I'm doing rather than like scooting around doing the piano. Right, so we're going to begin with an R and then we're going to change vowels as we go along. So R to begin with. R, always relax, think over. Don't ever push up to the note like this. Think over the top. Go on, keep going with me. The higher we get, the more relaxed the jaw needs to be. We're nearly there. Keep supporting from the diaphragm. A little crackle in my throat there. So I had a little crackle there. I'll explain what that is in case you get it too. That little crackle was actually caused by mucus. The higher we sing, the more resonation our vocal folds have. Think about an elastic band. As the elastic band gets stretched tighter and tighter, the vocal folds are going to be closer together. So think of the vocal folds being that elastic band. So any mucus that is surrounding the larynx and inside the vocal folds is going to vibrate more the closer they are together. So the higher we get, the more likely that mucus that's naturally there is going to vibrate and start to come through in the voice. It's not a big deal because once it's started to vibrate away, that mucus is going to clear. Naturally, we have plenty of mucus in the morning after our night's sleep, and throughout the day that mucus becomes a little bit thinner and moves around, which is why singers are supposed to drink so much water. We want the mucus to be thin and nice and, lubricate our throat and our voice rather than it being too much mucus there. Mucus is there as a protection mechanism, but we don't want too much of it because it'll create too much crackles in our voice, and it'll also stop the vocal folds from doing what we want them to do. It's like oil in a car. The more oil there is, the better it's going to sound, but too much oil means it's going to get clogged up. So drink plenty of water. Right, we're moving on to a staccato arpeggio. And if you don't know what staccato means, I'll make it simple. Staccato means short and sharp. So instead of elongating the notes, we separate them. I'll show you again. Feel free to add a little bit of vibrato if you wish, but the purpose of this is to give us a good onset of tone. Onset of tone is the beginning of the voice, when the vocal folds come together. Do they come together like slam together, or do they come together too slowly so you get like that? That didn't sound so good the first time. So we're going to give this a shot. I'm going to do an E vowel for a change. E is far forward in the mouth. E, 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 E. Not E, 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 E there. It should be on the tip of the tongue. E, 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 E. So we're going to give it a shot. It's coming. E, 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 E. Smashing. Join in. E, 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 E. E, 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 E. Relax, don't over push. E, 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 E. You can just see the movement of my top half as I'm doing it. E, 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 E. It should all be there, not here. E, 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 E. E, So, was that all right? Did you make all the notes? Now, this isn't a massive range because I'm teaching a lesson to lots of people I can't actually hear. So I'm just giving basic sort of vocal ranges right now. You may be able to sing higher, you may be able to sing lower. There is some great apps that you can get your hands on which will help you with those other notes. There's actually a keyboard app now that you can use just to play those notes out so you can hit the other ones. That was good. Oh, thanks. So we're going to move on to some fun stuff. Again, grab yourself some water before we do this. We're going to be looking at some tongue twisters next. Now, tongue twisters are used for articulation, diction, clarity of sound, so you can sing quickly. Ed Sheeran has a cross between rap and singing. It's not really rap, and he has to be able to do it fast. BP, what's BP? NP, oh, no problem. Okay, so now we've had a bit of water, we're going to continue on with some fun tongue twisters. Now, I love these. These are great for kids. They're great for adults as well. We have a laugh doing these, and they also help with actual diction. Good for use of the cheek muscles, inside the mouth, the tongue, and showing that we can sing at speed. So the first one we're going to do is reasonably easy. This one is yum 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 ya, and this does have a scale to it, so I'm going to play you the example if it wants to play for me. Come on, give it a second. There we go. Yum 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 ya. Feel free to join in. Yum 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 ya. Relax. Yum 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 ya. Yum 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 ya. Sharp knot. Yum 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 ya. Nice and sharp. Yum 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 ya. 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 Awesome. Did we like that one? I like that. It's a bit funny. If you have questions, jump onto the Talent Performing Arts page on Facebook, and you can put a comment in the video there. I know it's on the TNFS page and also the Honest Vocal Coach page, but I'm currently on the talent one, so if you've got any questions, put it in the chat there. Right, we're going to move on to some more tongue twister style exercises. Helps again with articulation and speed, so we can sing at speed. Now, this whole page is talent performing arts being musical theatre singing, but all the exercises that I've done today are suitable for any genre, so it doesn't matter if you're not a musical theatre singer, if you want to do pop, jazz, soul, even classical. These vocal exercises are going to be suitable for that. These are sort of more open vocal exercises. We'll get more specific later on in the session, and I will be doing sessions that are specific to musical theatre or specific to pop, etc. But today's more open, as it's the first one that I've done on Facebook like this. So we're doing fla fla knee. Now with yum yum, it's back front, back front. Yum yum, fla fla. It goes the other way. So I'll show you how it sounds.
Fla fla knee.
Fla fla knee, fla fla knee, fla. 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 Head voice now for girls. Fla fla knee, fla fla knee, fla. Fla fla knee, fla fla knee, fla. Awesome. Right then, I've got a question just come in from Darcy. She says, are there any songs that you would like the talent girls to be practicing working on? Yes, I'd like you to work on all the songs that we did in the last show, because we're going to be filming most of them, well, at least 60% of them, and putting them out on our YouTube channel. But what you could also be doing is having a look at a lip sync video for Come Alive. I'd like to do a video where everybody sings their parts with their phone, and then I'm going to edit them together in a cool little video that we can put on the channel. So Chantal says, okay, right, so a few more tongue twisters. We're going to do we're going to do the cheeky one first, if I can find it in my list. Here we are. All I want is a proper cup of coffee made in a proper copper coffee pot. Yeah, I know. Let me do it slow. All I want is a proper cup of coffee made in a proper copper coffee pot. We do it in threes, and we're going to give it a shot. Do your best. Here we go. All I want is a proper cup of coffee made in a proper cup of coffee pot. All I want is a proper cup of coffee made in a proper cup of coffee pot. All I want is a proper cup of coffee made in a proper cup of coffee pot. Little gap. And then we'll have another go. All I want is a proper cup of coffee made in a proper cup of coffee pot. All I want is a proper cup of coffee made in a proper cup of coffee pot. All I want is a proper cup of coffee made in a proper cup of coffee pot. All I want is a proper cup of coffee made in a proper cup of coffee pot. All I want is a proper cup of coffee made in a proper cup of coffee pot. Nearly there. All I want is a proper cup of coffee made in a proper cup of coffee pot. Okay, we've got one more set. All I want is a proper cup of coffee made in a proper cup of coffee pot. All I want is a proper cup of coffee made in a proper cup of coffee pot. All I want is a proper cup of coffee made in a proper cup of coffee pot. Not bad. Did we all get it? I bet you didn't. I bet there's loads of you at home going like, what? A popper popper pot? So yeah, a bit of homework for you. The proper cup of coffee pot part of it. Message from Sally Ann. She says she can't see the chat. I think you need to go to the video on the actual talent page, and the chat should be underneath it. Fingers crossed. This is the first time I've done it in this way, so I'm not entirely sure of the ins and outs. I know how to do Facebook Live, but via so many pages, it's a little bit new, so I guess I'm going to learn on this one. Darcy says, when would you like the videos in? As soon as possible, really, because Come Alive, the audio is ready. So as soon as you can get them in, the quicker I can put the video together for everybody to see it. Right, we've got a few more to do. This one, yeah, you'll see when you do it. This one is Susie works in a shoe shine shop where she I'm going to do it again because I'm so worried that I'm going to do it wrong. Susie works in a shoe shine shop where she shines, she sits. Where she sits, she shines. Susie works in a shoe shine shop where she shines, she sits. Where she sits, she shines. Oh, okay. We're going to brave this one together. Okay, let me know if you can do it. Okay, let's go. And again, like the other one, it's in chunks, so you get so many goes at it. Susie works in a shoe shine shop where she shines, she sits. Where she sits, she shines. Susie works in a shoe shine shop where she shines, she sits. Where she sits, she shines. You gotta be careful. Susie works in a shoe shine shop where she shines, she sits. Where she sits, she shines. We're nearly there. Susie works in a shoe shine shop where she shines, she sits. Where she sits, she shines. I got a smiley lol face here from Chantel. Yeah, I know, isn't it? The kids find it fun, and Hopefully no one swears, but you know, it's not the worst swear word in the world, so I try not to worry too much about it. Okay, now we're going to look at some riffs, because this is a good hour session, which is awesome. It means you can work on lots of elements of your voice. I don't know what that was. Shine on, wax on, wax off. What am I doing? Okay, so we've got some riffs now. Now, these are care of the fabulous Stevie Van Lange, who's a vocal coach friend of mine. I love her. She's wonderful. She's worked with everybody. Ella Henderson, she's working with right now. She's done the Kooks last album with them. She's worked with Susan Boyle. She was blues vocal harmony person. Katie Tunstall, Jamie Cullum, Becky Hill. I could go on for ages. She's fabulous. I love her. I've not seen her in ages. So Stevie, if you're watching this, I hope you're healthy. Hope everything is all right in North London right now, and the isolation is not driving you too insane. Because I know you're a workaholic like me. So yes, sweetie, I hope you're all right. Okay, so care of the lovely Stevie, we're going to be using some of her riff exercises. So let me play this first one for you rather than over-explaining it. It's coming. So it comes in two parts. The first one is no, no, no. Second one, no, no, no. Jumps higher on the no, no. So I'll do it again. Ooh, yeah. No, no, no. So no, no, no. Ooh, yeah. No, no, no. So we're going to have a go at them. So back to the beginning. The higher it gets, the belty it is. Ooh, yeah. No, no, no. 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 One more step. Ooh, yeah. No, no, no. Ooh, yeah. No, no, no. Now, the higher you get, the more you need to use a bit of twang. Now, if you don't know what twang is, it's quite a technical thing in singing, and I'll probably do another lesson on this specifically, but it helps keep the vocal folds together and allows us to belt higher. So, for example, no, 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 ever so slightly whiny, keeps the larynx together, gives us a decent tone. No, 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 rather no, no, no. And it's gone. The head voice, it's come out, vocal folds are open, it's all gone. Ever so slight whine. No, no, no. No, no, no. gets that little tone come through. Right, we've got a few more riffs for us to finish off the session. Again, if you've got any questions, put them in the chat. And if you miss this live, don't worry, it'll still be around for a while for you to watch and still ask questions, because I will be answering them as if you need me. Right, so we're going to do a couple more riffs and then we're going to do a chill out, like warm down. So this one is a funky soul lick. So have a listen. Now this really works on agility, and it also works on range as well. So you've got hoo ooh 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 ooh, hey yeah yeah, hey yeah yeah. I'll do it again. Ooh, hey yeah yeah, but a little bit quicker. So we're going to give it a shot, and we're going to go higher this time. So brave the high notes. Ooh, hey yeah yeah. Ooh, hey yeah yeah. Ooh, hey yeah yeah. Ooh, hey yeah yeah. Really support it. Ooh, hey yeah yeah. Ooh, hey yeah yeah. Ooh, hey yeah yeah. The higher it gets, the harder it is. Ooh, hey yeah yeah. Ooh, hey yeah yeah. You'll feel it there. Ooh, hey yeah yeah. Ooh, hey yeah. Ooh, hey yeah. Really whine it. Ooh, hey yeah. Like that, I'm overdoing it. Ooh, hey yeah. Keep going. Ooh, hey yeah. Ooh, hey yeah. Mine's beginning to break. Ooh, hey yeah. Now for mix me. Ooh, hey yeah. I'm now mixing. Ooh, hey yeah. Ooh, hey yeah. Keep going if you can. Ooh, hey yeah. Ooh, hey yeah. Lift. Ooh, hey yeah. Not who. Lift, lift, lift. Okay, you'll notice there I went belt until the point I couldn't belt anymore. And then mixed. Mixed is in between chest and head voice. It's blending the two together. It isn't a register on its own. It's how we blend the two. Think of it as blending two colours to make another colour. So depending on how much of each is what the quality will sound like. Then I didn't quite get into my head voice. I was still mixing at that point. But after that, you would then be head voice and whistle register for females, or, well, whistle register for guys who can do it too, I guess. Right, we have 2 more exercises left in our session. I hope you're finding this valuable at home, because I know we can't get to work face to face, my students right now. And if any of you want to sign up for Skype lessons, you're more than welcome. I've got an online singing course online as well. Online. What? That you can have. So this is a blues lick, this one. If it will play. There we go. Now, this is Ellie, my daughter's favourite exercise. I don't know if she's watching right now, but hey, Ellie, if you are there, this is her favourite. Now, this develops high belt. It's very pushy. So you've got to have warmed up your voice enough. You've got to have done all these other exercises before you do it. Don't just do it straight off the bat. Make sure you've warmed into it. It does touch on high bell, and I don't want you straining. If you find that it's pushing, go to mix or go to head voice. Do not over push. So the sound that you're going to do is well, with a little riff on the end. Well. Oh dear, my voice went a little bit then. I'll try that again. Well. It's a bit low. I'll be able to do it higher as we get high. I'm not an alto. Darcy says it's her favourite too. It's great. Right, so let's give it a shot. Oh, and I think you have to like the page to be able to comment. I think. I'm not entirely sure. I guess we'll see. Right, let's try this one. This is very tough, so you need to warm up into this. Well, real attitude. Well, keep it stable, that breath control. Well, that's it. Well, don't over push, keep it balanced. Well, don't over push. Well, keep belting if you can. Well, that mucus there for me. Well, too much mucus. Oh, relax it out. Tongue out. We'll stretch the back of the tongue. Oh, tough one that. Yeah, bit of mucus still on my vocal folds. I think I've been in a lot recently. Well, we all are. We're all isolated right now. So it's important to keep lubricated. Right, we're now going to finish off the session with a bit of a warm down and a time for questions if anybody wants to ask me anything. This is a warm down I've not done much before, so it's kind of new to me as it is to you guys. This is one of Stevie's again. And this just helps relax the voice after a good workout. So, bit of a stretch on the shoulders. Rotate the head. Just going to release any tension build up. Circles. Release any tension here. And these are all okay to be done sat down, providing you are not hunched over. You need to be properly propped up with good posture. I'm going to hiccup, excuse me. Right, so let's warm down now. Bear with. There we go. So an OM sound. O-H-hem. Hem? M. Oh. Really let it vibrate in the lips. Oh. Keep it going for as long as you can. Get that breath flow moving. Nearly the end now. Okay, so guys, I hope you've enjoyed your hourly vocal session with me. If you'd like to do this again, do let me know in the comments below. This was predominantly for talent performing arts, for the girls that can't make it to the studio, for them to have a go. But if there's any other of you out there that, you know, watch my channel and have lessons with me, if you want me to do this again, let me know. All for free and all that. But these vocal exercises, I've already said, are available to download on Spotify, iTunes, stuff like that. Thank you. That was great, says Chantel. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Just a, you know, a quick thumbs up always tells me that I'm doing a good job or whether it's worthwhile for you all. So homework. Practice your breathing exercises, ensuring that it's coming from the diaphragm, not pushing upwards. All the exercises, as I say, are available online. And one final thing to say, if you haven't liked the page you're watching right now, like the page, pop onto my Honest Vocal Coach YouTube and subscribe as well, because there's regular videos there on reactions to other singers and how they do things, but also tips and technique videos from time to time. So thank you for being with me. I hope you've enjoyed it. Hope it's worked all the elements of your voice. Oh, 100% would be interested to see another lesson like this. Thanks so much for giving this time during the lockdown. Thank you very much, Charlie. Not seen you in a long time. Keeping a lot of people sane. I'm trying to help as best I can. So yeah, thank you so much. Don't forget to, again, to like the pages, pop onto my YouTube, The Honest Vocal Coach, subscribe, and I'll keep you updated as when I'm going to do another one of these. And we'll look at specifics as well next time. This was just a big vocal workout of all the elements of voice, suitable for male and females. So thanks again. See you guys later. Thanks very much.